Now, in the videos I've been doing over the last few months, I've been looking at many of the really practical aspects of presenting. We've talked about scripting and we've talked about stagecraft and all these sorts of things. Over the next few videos, I want to start exploring some of the slightly less tangible elements of presenting. So we're going to think a little bit about things like stage presence and gravitas and charisma and some of those things that it can be very hard to define, it can be very hard to conjure up, but actually are an important part of being a successful presenter. So let's start with stage presence. What do we mean by stage presence? Stage presence is one of those things that you know it when you see it. When you see somebody on stage who just looks utterly comfortable, that they belong, that there's a connection with the audience. Somebody said to me a few years ago that they could see that when I walked on stage, I started to sparkle, which is a lovely word, and it's a word I've always taken ownership of and really enjoyed. And that's not just about having sequins on my jacket, although those of you who've seen me on stage may well know that I do like a sequin jacket. It's about having an energy about you when you walk on stage. And it's one of those things where I've actually tried not to really sort of examine what that sparkle might be, because I sort of don't want to become self-conscious about it. But at the same time, I recognise some of the things I'm doing, and I want to share some of those things with you over the next few videos. So my tip for today, in terms of generating stage presence, or having stage presence I should say, is to take your time. Take your time over how you arrive on stage, whether that is just stepping forward to the front of the meeting room that you're presenting in, or stepping out onto a large stage in a huge venue. Don't rush. Take your time. Be relaxed. Be comfortable. And straight away, your audience will feel this person belongs here. This person really does have stage presence. Now, that's a really simple tip. Take your time over your entrance and watch pop stars, watch politicians, watch performers, and they will take quite a long time to get onto stage, or maybe they'll make a very specific type of entrance. I mean, a lot of pop stars will come up through the stage or descend or whatever. That may be a bit of a stretch for the average meeting room, but they do make sure that they take their time over their entrance because it immediately establishes that stage presence before they've even begun. So next time you're watching somebody speak or present, just watch how they enter. Say that may be as simple as just standing up and taking a couple of paces to the front of the room, but that entrance will start to define their stage presence. Now, over the next few videos, we're going to start looking at some of the other aspects that make up stage presence. Once you're up and running, how you connect with an audience, and we're going to look about charisma, and we'll look at gravitas and all those sorts of things. So if you came to this video via my YouTube channel, then while you're here, in the description below, you will find a link to my email newsletter. Please also subscribe while you're here. If you came to this via my email newsletter, then the subscription button is just down below, and that means you'll see all my video content. Thanks for joining me for this one, and I'll see you next time.